My name is Samat Tolukbay. I'm a journalist, researcher, and descendant of great nomads. My ancestors had wandered through these steppes for centuries, followed their herds in search of the best pastures. The cattle was always their main capital. What are they now? The descendants of the great cattle breeders. The school of nomads, studying the past, creating present in order to build the future. In the Altai Mountains, at the foot of the Great Beluga, a splendid Katonkaragai is located. This region is known for its pristine nature, the clear waters of the bubbling Buktarma and the healful Rahman spring. And it is very natural that in such a place, animal husbandry is well developed. Actually, this is the primary occupation of the local people. I would like to note the peculiarity of local farms. Here all the farmers are engaged in the traditional animal husbandry, retaining the old nomadic methods of cattle breeding. There are no automated farms in the Katonkaragai Mountains. The hostesses do milking by hand, and in spring they start milking mares in Jailao. And today, I went to a real pasture at the foot of the Altai Mountains, to a small farm that produces kumis in the traditional way. Hello. Hello. How are you? Welcome. All power to your elbow. Thank you very much. My name is Samat. I'm a journalist. I learn about traditional animal husbandry. Today I came to the magnificent Katonkaragai, because I know that your region has been famous since ancient times for the most delicious kumis, fermented milk from mare's milk. I want to see how you produce this beverage, as well as participate in the production process. In general, I will spend one day on your farm. Am I allowed to do that? We are glad that you visit us. Will you teach me how to milk mares and make kumis? Of course. Thank you. It seems I came on time. Is it milking time? Yes, now we're milking the mares. Let me join you. Milking mares is the most ancient occupation of nomads. After migrating to summer pastures, livestock breeders separate dairy mares, and they are captured separately on a leash or in such pens. Whatever the foals drink all the milk, they are tied to their mother with their short rope. So you teach me the traditional Kazakh milking. To begin, I will watch you, and then I will begin. How many times a day do you milk mares? We start at 8 in the morning and milk until the evening, every half an hour. It turns out 7 to 8 times. How much do you get milk for milking? One mare maximum gives a liter of milk, at least 250 grams. It all depends on the mare. There are dairy, there are weaker ones. And after milking, cattle graze. Of course, now we finish and let them out to pasture. For the next milking, they themselves rush to the pen. After grazing, we drive them here. During milking, they move to another pen, so they change. It's clear. Then let's get started. Where do we start? First of all, it should be a lasso to tighten the foot of the mare. Now my assistant will show this process. This is necessary so that the mare would not kick the milkmaid. Such a security measure. Clearly. So mare will stand still. Yes. Here we bring the foal. First we must feed the foal. Yes, the foal must eat first. He wants to drink, and the mare will not give us milk without him, only after we start milking. Not every mare is suitable for milking. The animal must be healthy. Give a lot of milk, that would be enough for people and the foal. Mares who have the first milking season should be treated with special attention, not to be scared. After the foal is fed, you should immediately start milking. Of course, the workers of the farm easily cope with the work. In less than a minute, they milk the mare. I am not sure if I could get milk so quickly. Is this my mare? Yes, she is the most calm. Now my assistant will show you everything. You put on your knee. What is this for? Then it would be more convenient to get up on your knee, so as not to get dirty and not catch a cold foot. Well, put it on. Convenient fixture, but before it was made of felt. Yes, still from raw leather. On the right leg? Yes. While the foal is feeding, take the bucket in your left hand and be ready. You will stand on one knee, hug the animal and milk it. And she will not kick me. No, her legs were tied up. Come on, get up on one knee and quickly milk. Anyway, I was afraid that I would be kicked by a mare. After all, a horse is lively and capricious. I had tried to milk the mares, then they also tied up both hind legs. And here you should also hug the animal's thigh. This way, I see the first. It turns out this is the original method of nomads. This is another kind of faxing, a measure of security. So I milked a few mares. Well, alright, I almost filled my bucket. It seems all milked. Yes, after the end of milking, we say "Bayıdık," so we got rich, enriched with milk. This word means the end of milking. Now bring here a bucket and get a foal which is left behind his mother. Catch and get him to the mare. To this one. Yes, you see, the colt is untied. Will we catch it? Yes. Well, I'll try. It turns out that the foals are quite domesticated, and that's why it was not difficult to catch it. Very soon, this baby will grow into a beautiful stallion. You should take good care of it. Foals, like other mammals, feed on milk for the first months. Especially the first milk is useful. A healthy baby drinks milk 30 to 40 times a day. As growing, it needs its mother less and less, and after 6 months, it stops suckling altogether. This one is big. Maybe it decided that has already grown up, so he backs off of his mother. I'm still going to tie it up. So we finished milking all the mares. Check the foals. Now we let the herd go to the pasture. They will be grazing for 1.5 hours. Well, let's go to work. Well, lovely grass is waiting for you. We can't let them go somewhere far. It is grassland steppe. Come out from the fold and graze off as much as you like. What a beautiful view. In these places, it seems horses become even more beautiful. I want to sit and enjoy this harmony for hours. But it's time to work. There is a lot of work today. Friends, Now our fresh milk should be whipped and made kumis. For this, there are special dishes, cubes. But before the process, it should be treated in a special way. How do you do it? And for what? Well, wash the cubes well. We will smoke it with smoke from the meadow sweet. This procedure firstly disinfects the dishes. Secondly, it will give a pleasant taste to kumis. Let's set fire. So our twigs are burning. They should be extinguished, so as not to burn to the ground, because we need smoke. Let's put it out. We will smoke dishes 5 to 10 minutes. Everything is ready. We turn it over. As a rule, dishes for kumis are treated with smoke from meadow sweet, birch or oregano. It is impossible to smoke for more than 10 minutes, otherwise we will spoil the taste of kumis. It seems to be smoked. 10 minutes have passed. Everything. The procedure is over. Yes. Now take the cubes into the yurt. Can we prepare kumis on the street? No, you cannot. Kumis requires the same temperature. If it is too hot or cold, the drink will not be proper. Therefore, for the manufacture of kumis, we need a special place. So bring it to the yurt. It's clear. Indeed, the yurt has the peculiarity of maintaining the same temperature, all thanks to the felt. Everything is ready with us. I thought I could pour milk and start beating, but it turned out that there are some nuances here too. Add the leaven to the milk. Explain to me how you get it. After kumis is ready, we will pour it into a separate dish, but not all. At the bottom of the cube, leave a few liters of drink. This will be our leaven. It turns out that 10 liters of milk account for somewhere a liter of ferment. How does sourdough work? Without ferment, the milk will not turn sour, and it won't become kumis. Mix and beat for a long time, and the substance will rise. Just whipping milk won't help. The milk was fermented by ancient nomads. This is a way to preserve and even increase the beneficial properties of the product. In his writings, Herodot wrote, "They beat mare's milk in wooden vats and remove foam." They are sensitive to this process, and the recipe is kept in secret. And in modern Kazakhstan, kumis is made in this way, whipped in a wooden tub for about 2 hours and left overnight. For half a day, the leaven rises to the top. Apparently, the Greek historian called it foam. Then the mass is whipped for another couple of hours, and they have a wonderful drink. Well, I'll have to start to interfere. This mass will turn into kumis in 12 hours, but for now it is called saumal. That is almost fresh milk with leaven, but which has not yet had time to turn sour. A Kazakh proverb says, "Drink the soup, you will remain without kumis. Saddle a mare, say without a foal." I have little time, so I'll have to try it for now. I don't know what influenced most. The fact that I myself participated in the process or the beautiful herbs of Katon Karagay effect, but the drink turns out to be excellent. Now is the end of the summer, and the villagers are engaged in preparing feed for cattle. They're cutting the grass. So I was invited. They say, since you came to help, join. Of course, I agreed. I quenched thirst, hunger too. I am going to mow the grass. For me it will be the first experience. God help you. I came for haymaking. Well, let's go. No, you should first beat off and sharpen our braids. Otherwise, it will be hard. How it should be done? This means straighten the blade. We do it every morning. Can you just sharpen? Of course not. So it will be sharper. Yes, it is necessary. Then teach me. My scythe is not repulsed. Of course, I will teach. So, how do I sit down? Hold it with your right knee. Take a hammer in your hands. Hold it higher here. Put the spit blade here. I will hold. Should I hit? Yes, just not anywhere. Strictly along the edge. That would not have dance. To beat off the scythe is the term of blacksmiths. Thus they straighten shovels, sickles, and hoe. Lay the blade on the anvil and straighten with hammer blows. And this happens without heating the metal. Alright, Samad. Here we finish. Yes. Now you need to sharpen the blade. We take it, move it from above 2 times from below. And so, moving forward. Yes, go along the blade and get ready for haymaking. Is it ready? Yes, ready. So my tool is ready, we go to cut the grass. Yes. It turns out that we will cut the grass in the upper meadows. Not so close, so I took kumis and cakes made by me with me. In the fresh air, we get hungry fast, and even we need to work physically. We arrived for the mowing. I am ready, but I do not know how to handle a scythe at all. Show me how to keep it, how to cut the grass, and I can be a good helper to you. Let me show. Hold with your right hand here. Left, take like this. Yes. Keep the bottom. Yes. It turns out nothing complicated, so I learned. I will go ahead. Start from this side. Will we go one after the other? Yes, and you mow for me. Understand. Let's start. How many mosquitoes are here? I was bitten. In the age of new technologies, few people mow the grass by hand. But in this region, this old method is preserved, because not every vehicle will get here. Which is good, because it is a useful physical activity. I am very happy to learn to mow the grass. Why do we mow silently? Even boring. Maybe we sing the song about our glorious people, about this beautiful land. Why not? We can sing. let's begin. Go!
Жасыл жайлау, төкті кілем, өпкілемде көп аунаймын, өпкілем. Маңдайымнан сыйпап өткен самалың, қазағымның алақаны деп білем. Кеттік секе. Қайда жүрсең атамекен, көкейімде жатады екен. Күннің өзі ұясына қимай оны батады екен. Расменде, біздің даламыз керемет қой әзеге. Айтпа дейм.
In this way, the villagers spent more than a month for haymaking, harvesting pet food for the winter. And all around is so beautiful. I seem to be in another world, another dimension. The Altai Mountains are rich in healing herbs and healthy fruits. The business card of Katonkaragai is of course pine nuts. The name Katonkaragai itself says that the region is rich in coniferous forests. And of course, cedar is king among evergreen trees. And the most delicious goodies brought from here, of course, are pine nuts. To get the bumps, you should climb higher on the cedar and shake it well. Of course, the bumps are on the ground here and there, but they have long been treated with local squirrels, so there are no nuts in them. We'll have to climb up. Try to throw at least a couple of cones. From the bottom it seems that climbing a cedar is a trivial matter, but in fact, everything turned out to be much harder. I was scratched all over branches and needles. In short, for me it is not an easy task. According to locals, even girls climb up the cones after the ripening season. Well, I also climbed quite high, and the bumps are even higher. I will shake from this height. The height of Altai cedar woods reaches 30 meters, and the trunk is 175 centimeters in diameter. Paper and alcohol are produced from its wood, and from the needles an aromatic essential oil is produced. And what taste of pine nuts is! They are not only tasty, but also surprisingly healthy. In the old days, our ancestors treated them with a decoction of the stomach, various burns. Modern scientists have expanded the range of healing properties of seeds. So pine nuts improve vision and have a beneficial effect on the growing body of the child. Kids, what are you eating here? Wild strawberry. Can I try too? Wow, how delicious! And where did you pick them up? Look at that mountain. Would you show me? Come along, we pick strawberries.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's be friends. Yes. Then let's go for strawberries.
Yeah.
By the end of the shooting day, I met these little friends. These are kids of local farmers. To be honest, I envy kids. They drink kumis, eat strawberries, right in this amazing place. What could be more amazing? Today I had a very busy day, but I am not tired at all. On the contrary, I had a rest, and it's not possible to feel tired in these places. Such beautiful mountains, amazing plants, raging rivers, all this filled me with energy. And at the end of my journey, I can only advise nature lovers to go to Katonkaragai without hesitation.